Hello, welcome to another unboxing. This time it's the Fairywill P11 Ring the Future toothbrush, sonic toothbrush. I program my P11, ring myself into the future. Dung 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 dung, ding dung 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 dung, ding dung 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 dung, ding dung. Boing, boom chuck, boing, boom chuck, boing, boom chuck, dun 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 dun, boing, chuck, boom. Anyway, I've decided to have a change. So, for as long as I can remember, I've been a fan of the Oral-B toothbrush, and even when I was a teenager I used to have a manual toothbrush that was an Oral-B, and when I changed to that I noticed quite a difference. It was a smaller head, the dentist explained to me how to brush. I was about 13, something like that. He explained to me how to brush, i.e. gums down, not up and down as most people used to do back in the day, but you push your gum line back and you can lead to sensitive teeth, which unfortunately I've got quite bad sensitive teeth, and in fact I've got prescription toothpaste which is high fluoride, and it's helping quite a bit. All the other sensitive toothpaste didn't do anything, waste of time, but that did. Anyway, so this is the sort of thing I've been using in the last few years. I must say, out of all the Oral-B toothbrushes I've had, this is probably the worst one. Not for brushing, it's fine for brushing, and in fact this light is very helpful, but it's the battery life. It's just awful. It's coming to the end. I'm only getting sort of 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days use out of it, and it's saying need a charge again. So I think the battery's come to an end. I've had it about 2 years, so I guess it's not too bad. I did notice though with this, keep lighting up, how hard I was pushing and how gently you have to do this. And the idea is with this, it's not just the backwards and forwards motion. There's actually a vibration forwards, so it's a tiny percussive movement as well onto your teeth. And if you push too hard, i.e. that light goes on, then you stop all of that. And that slight percussiveness helps release plaque and what have you. And that's what these do really well, the sonic toothbrushes, is they don't move like this. It doesn't have because this is actually a backwards and forwards, not just one way, backwards and forwards. And I guess this is why the battery life is so much better on these, because it's tiny, tiny micro movements. But I'm going to have to go back to a bigger head, and of course it's going to feel different. So yeah, it's going to be quite an experiment to see what difference it does make. So we're going to have a look and see what's in the box. Yeah, what's drawn me to it? This one was about £50. I went for the one with the slightly bigger motor and the bigger battery, thinking, yeah, rather than buy their entry level one, I'll go one in. It seems to have lots of good reviews on Amazon. So give it a go. You know, it might not be for everyone, sonic toothbrush, is it? I don't know yet. It might feel funny in the mouth. So there we are. Anyway, that's the product information. Fairywill. Do fairies write wills? Aren't they dead already? Do they die? Or is it the will of the fairy? The power of the fairy compels you to wash your teeth, brush your teeth. Unique ring design. In fact, I kept going on about that on the Amazon thing, about how it's unique LED thing. I don't care. It's like a lot of these. I always go for the base model when I replace it. I don't need an app on a phone to tell me when to stop. You know, I know when to stop when my teeth is clean and I feel like done everywhere. I don't need timers or anything. Even this one does a pulse every, whatever it is, 2 minutes or a minute to tell you to move to the next bit. I don't need any of that. I just want a standard toothbrush, no extras. And in fact, the more modes, the more annoying for me, because the only mode that's any good is the brush mode. I don't use any of the others. I don't know how many this have. It says Maglev Driven Clean. Maglev, it's got a train from Japan flying across, or from China. Yeah, 500 miles an hour or whatever it is. Anyway, so I think this may very well come under a different name in the future, a brand name, and then cost a lot more. So Chinese are very good at making something for someone else and then bringing out their own version cheaper. And, you know, fantastic for the consumer, isn't it? So, can I slip this off? There we go. Yeah. Oh, it's all, the presentation's very nice. But, you know, I won't be keeping the box. Oh, it's very nice present. Oh, actually, I think I will keep the box. I'll use it for something. Christmas present. Accessories. Oh, accessories. Wow, what a lovely presentation, I must say. I love black anyway, it's my favourite colour. That's very nice, matte black presentation. I think if we're giving that to a present, I'd think, ooh, that's actually probably a bit more than the £50. So good, I can take that out. That's all cardboard, I can recycle that. I might actually keep the outside box for something. This is rather nice, it's quite thick. In fact, it's too nice really for something else. I mean, you're not going to store your toothbrush in there, are you? You're going to have it next to your sink or what have you, so you use it every evening and every morning. In fact, for a while I only brushed once a day to try and keep the wear down on my teeth, but I think it's just me getting older. So let's move in a little bit here. So let's see what we get. Of course, that's the other thing about this, the induction charging. It takes ages to charge up, like over a day. Absolutely ages. I don't think this takes very long at all. And then, of course, when you only get like a few days use out of it, and there's another day, it's sort of nicer if you can get the ones with the holder and have it permanently on charge every time you use it. That's a pretty good way of having it. But where I've bathroom's different and what have you, I've got a socket with the transformers in. By the way, if you do have a socket, it's got to have an isolation transformer if you're using it in the bathroom. It's a very wet area. So it does give you the 230 or 40 volts here, but at a very, very low amperage, and it won't let any more through because it's going through the transformer. That's what is a transformer in there. It's not to change the voltage, but it's to step down all the amperage so that, you know, if you did give a reference to earth, if you did touch it with a wet hand and wet feet and the electric goes through you, it wouldn't kill you. So always remember that. Don't have any mains plugs or anything unless they're rated for the bathroom, and they've got isolation transformer in. Don't ever put anything straight into the mains in the bathroom. It's too wet an environment, it's too risky. Right then, so we get 4 heads. I think I'll keep them in that box. That's a rather nice box. And these seem sealed. There seems to be a new thing at the moment I'm noticing for Chinese stuff. It has these new soft feel bags. They seem, I don't know whether they've developed a new plastic or a new manufacturing way, but a lot of the products seem to come in these rather soft bags. I think it seems a bit silly commenting on that. This is just something obviously you take it out of and throw away, but they do feel rather nice. So there we are. That's that. That's the heads. I might need one in a moment. So this is the charger, and I think they saved money by not giving you a charger, just a USB. What's that? Oh, okay. So, oh, it's like a. Oh, okay. So you actually need. You can't just plug it straight into USB to the. Or can you? Yeah. Strange, isn't it? What would you want that for? That doesn't fit, so it's not for there. What the hell's that? Because I noticed there's no instruction booklet other than what's on the back. Oh, sorry, yeah, it does fit in there. I was just being a bit gentle. What the hell's that for then? Because that's where it plugs in, and it's obviously a converter, like the very small USB and the one a bit bigger there. You've got a converter from that to that. I mean, oh, great, because you can use it for maybe charging other things. I don't know, that's a bit. Oh, let's see what we got. Let's see what connection we've got, here's the main event. Oh, it's got a case as well. We've got a card, so we've got some instructions. Okay, alright. Join us. It's human leak solve, isn't it? It starts 12 months. Extended warranty, I don't know. There we go. It's actually, it's like a cigar case. Ooh. Does that come off as well? Oh, it does. So storage for 2 heads and the toothbrush. That's nice. I like that. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought the motor might and the battery might have some weight, but it doesn't feel to me that that compartment is completely full with a battery. It feels more like it's just the sort of, you know, this sort of size in there. Okay, so alright, so there's the connection. So the connection is straight to USB. So I can't for the life of me think what that is for, unless you just want to use the lead for something else. Bit strange, isn't it? We shall look into it in a moment. Right, so let's pop one of these on. Yeah, the head in comparison you see is much bigger. And you know, this is quite nice because you can reach around your tooth, you know, with this. Whereas with this one, you know, it might be a bit more in the way. But, you know, it's a different style of doing things. This is more, I get the feeling this is more just gently touching the teeth and letting the sonic vibrations do their stuff and just slowly moving along, rather than trying to get into every little bit. Don't know. Maybe. So yeah, much lighter than I thought, and in fact, I guess that's not too bad a thing. It's not anything too heavy. Oh goodness! Oh, okay. So there it is on. If I hold it, I wonder if there's a different mode. 1, 2. Oh, I don't know if you can see in there this great thing, and that's gone to a different mode now. So on. It's like a pulsar. I don't know if you can see it. So obviously the frame rate's really going to affect things here. Alright, so there's various dots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. 3 modes. So you push on, normal, push again, and it could be sensitive, and then, you know, and then massage, maybe. Wow! Oh, I got tingling fingers. You know, lumberjacks or people who use chainsaws a lot got this thing called white finger, where there was so much vibration in their hands all the time. It took some of the fats out and did something to the muscles. I wonder if long term that would do anything like that. I guess. Nah, what am I talking about? You're only using it for a few minutes a day. Like, forget that. I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. So yes, there is space here where it can hold that. I think that's a really nice design. Now, will it hold it with the toothbrush in? No, it won't. So you have to take that off for its travelling, isn't it? So, you know, but you do get space for 2 toothbrushes, and it holds it quite firmly, so it will stop it jiggling about inside the box, inside the case. You see, it doesn't move at all. It's quite a snug fit. Feels like it's going over an O-ring. I think there's some very, very nice design going on here. I mean, I think this was about £30. This is £50. There's another 20 quid on top. So it's a little bit bigger all round, bigger brush head, bigger length. Not much in the diameter. In fact, this is a bit bigger. And in fact, that's quite nice to hold, that design, with these ridges on the back there. That is quite nice to hold and use like that, and the rubberized feel. This has got just a more plastic. So time will tell. I mean, you know, it's okay to hold and whatever. It would have been nice to have had one of those soft rubberized coatings that you sometimes get, but you know, that's maybe not a big deal. So let's have a quick look. I'm very intrigued by this thing. So let's I'll give you a quick you may wish to pause. Quick look through this and how to use it, which I won't bore you with, but you can pause and have a look if you really want to. I think I'll do double page for that scanning. You can just... Oh, I think that's it. Oh, okay. Let's see if there's a... Oh, that's strange. No picture about this extra little features. Waterproof and non-slip design. Replacement brush heads. High frequency vibration delivers 62,000 brush movements for each cycle. Whatever a cycle is. When the cycle's 2 hours, it's really slow, isn't it? Removing plaque effectively, preventing gingivitis and cleaning your teeth and gums deeply. USB charging. Travel friendly and compatible with global voltage. The low power reminding function: when the voltage of the battery is low on power, the indicator light will flash slowly, or the toothbrush is unable to turn on during the operation process as a reminder to charge the toothbrush. So when it gets to a certain state of charge, you can't use it. That's it. It must be to protect the battery, maybe. Maybe the battery doesn't like running completely flat. So I know quite often, like you see here, it's got some charge in it when you get it. 3 modes: clean, soft and massage. And I must say, at least when you turn it on, oh, it's remembered what it was last time. Well, where's that? Oh, didn't remember it that time. Okay, so well, as I was saying, it's nice to have a toothbrush that when you turn it on is in the correct mode. Good. You ain't got to go like pushing through all the different ones to find the one. It starts on the right one. In fact, probably they should all be designed like that, shouldn't they? Where are we? 3 modes: clean, soft and massage settings built into the toothbrush. So you haven't got to bolt anything on the outside for it to do that. That's a relief. There is also a mode memory function built into the brush, we've just found out. And that means when you turn on the toothbrush, the default setting stays the same as the mode that was set at the time the toothbrush was last shut off. So there we go. Using the toothbrush. Slide the toothbrush head down onto the handle, make sure it's locked in the correct position. Locked? Doesn't lock as such, but there's a slight sort of yeah, obviously just to make sure it goes right the way down. There's a slight little noise there, resistance. Place the bristles with toothpaste against the teeth at a slight angle towards the gum line. Gently move the brush head. But the other thing is, when you put the toothpaste on, if I was you, I'd make sure that the toothbrush is in your mouth before you turn it on. Like these things, or it just flies everywhere. I'd imagine it may be similar. Now it has a 2-minute smart timer, as this is the recommended by dentists. Yeah. And there is interval pausing after 30 seconds as a reminder to move to another quadrant of the mouth. So every quarter section you get a reminder to move to the section when you feel the pulse. Oh, it will automatically turn off after 2 minutes. So in one way I suppose that's quite good, because if you accidentally turned it on and you didn't have it in its travel case, it was in a bag or something, you won't get there with a flat battery. But also it might be annoying if you're like me and you probably take more than 2 minutes to clean your teeth and you've got to keep turning it back on again, but you know, there we are. To avoid splashing toothpaste, only turn the toothbrush after you've placed it against your teeth. And I'd imagine it might be an idea to close your mouth around it as well, especially when you start off when it's fully loaded with toothpaste. Changing the toothbrush head, well, I don't need instructions for that. Charging the toothbrush. If the toothbrush is low in power when turning on for the first time, please ensure it's fully charged before use. If the toothbrush is not in use for more than 3 months, please fully charge it according to charge instructions before, it says before using it. I think they mean storing it. So it is the sort of battery that does need to have a charging. So bear that in mind. If you want this to last you well and a long time, always make sure there is some charge in that and charge it up before you store it. When you're going to charge your toothbrush, please insert the USB cable into a charging point at the bottom of the toothbrush and ensure the brush is connected to the electric power source safely. Charging indicator will light. There will be white flashes slowly during the charging process. When the battery is fully charged, the indicator will come on for 2 minutes and not flash anymore. After 2 minutes, it would turn off automatically. Also, there's an overcharging protection as well, so you can't overcharge it. So you can just basically leave it on, plugged into your computer or something, just forget about it and come back, and when the light's off, it's charged up, turn itself off. So that's good. So it's got a good battery management chip in this, is what I'm gathering already. Slashes during blah blah blah. Of course, see, this one's an induction charger for safety for in the bathroom, and I think it's this induction thing rather than directly connecting it. Because this is completely sealed, so i.e. you could drop that in a basin of water, it wouldn't affect it because it's completely sealed because it charges by induction. Whereas this one doesn't. So I'd imagine if you drop that into water, you might be in trouble unless they've separated off this bit and the wires are going through some sort of glue on the inside. So I don't know about that, but obviously I'd take more care with that one. Right, first mode clean. Brush delivers 62,000 brush movements each cycle. Doesn't say how long the cycle is. Oh, I think it must be that 2-minute thing or half minute. Blah 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 blah. Troubleshooting precautions. It's 3.7 volts. The motor, the battery. Rated power 0.7 to 1.8 watts. Oh, waterproof rating. IPX7. Oh, it is waterproof. I still though wouldn't drop it into a water if I was you, because it may tarnish the connection anyway. So okay, so that's it. I'm still none the wiser for that, because you don't need it to charge the toothbrush up. So all I can imagine because this goes into here, and then this goes into the charging, and it doesn't fit on that end. So all I can think is they've rather nicely given you something so you can use it to charge other things, like a camera maybe, or what have you. So well, that's quite a nice touch, isn't it? To have a cable which gives you more than its intended use. That's all I can gather why that's on there. Because, like I say, you can't use it there. It's got to be like that. Right. So if I have anything like I really don't like it and I'm going back to Oral-B, I will put a comment and I'll pin it at the top. But that's my first look at the Fairywill. The will of the fairy compels you to buy this. The Fairywill P11 Ring the Future Sonic Toothbrush. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.